Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some Stellaris, and in today's video I want to give you guys an update because at long last something did happen. It's just not good news. So what happened is that the Vem mediators, the fallen empire of this game, I think they're the only one, has awoken, and those guys have basically been conquering, you could say, well, swaying other civilizations to their cause, or dominating them, I think is what it's actually called in this game. And it's not good. All my neighbors, these guys, look at that, all of them are now under the Vem mediators banner, and we're probably, maybe the democratic Han failure Khanate may be next. Before they turn their gaze on us, but it's really not looking very good. So what we are doing is we're going to be in preparation mode, because we don't want to give up like that. We want to try and make a stand against these Vem mediators for the freedom of everyone in the galaxy. So in Tron Day, part of our preparations are, of course, that we have to make some, let's see if I can bloody find it, make some faster travel possible, and for that I have been putting up some gateways, and so this one is all the way down here. Perfect. Here you go, gateway construction site. So that costs 100 influence, but it's definitely worth it, so that in case of an attack from these guys down here, we can move our fleet pretty quickly that way as well. Let's see, where could we use one as well? All of that is basically covered this way, but maybe like a central one just in case, near like this planet here would be a good idea. So let's bring them over here. And if you're interested in seeing, I've got one in base cluster, of course. Then because I have to go all the way around to get to this part, I also put one in Erai, and I am working on one, I think, here in Ishiodon as well. There we go, that one is going. And then all the way at the other side of the galaxy, this is where I'm putting down another gateway construction site. So it costs a little bit of influence, but I think, you know, in case of a war, you never know where the enemy is going to come from. Granting me that increased mobility is a good idea. The most likely avenue of attack from these this fallen empire from the Vem is here through Cadrastra, so that's why I put a fleet here. Should do at least a little bit of defensive capabilities before we're overwhelmed. And I have to be honest, I am a little bit worried, because those guys are superior still to me, and they have superior fleet power. So I pulled the trigger on my next one here, galactic contender, damage to fallen empires plus 33%, and to awakened empires. So that should help you know, bring things into balance a little bit more to my advantage. Next step, you can see 20 out of 32 star base capacity, so that is definitely something that needs to change as well. And I'm basically upgrading a couple of these, like this one for instance. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go full anchorage. Over here, let's see, maybe a listening post, just to see if we can't get more intel around us, and then we'll upgrade that to a star hold as quickly as possible. And didn't I ask you to upgrade as well? Let's do that, upgrade him. And just to give me more capacity, so that I can build up my fleets and try to be ready for, well, I think the almost inevitable conflict when they decide that we are next. So maybe over here, that's another planet, so we could actually make that here as well. And yeah, it's gonna be decently costly, but this is really the time for me to try to rally my military, to try to increase my mobility, to get ready for that practically inevitable war. So any other places where I would probably want to build some more of those gateways? The good thing is, when they're built, they immediately connect to everything. So I could, for instance, also use gateways to go in here. On the Bosch Pactux, try to maybe like open up a secret front or something like that. But right now I'm mostly deploying them throughout my own empire, just so that I can get my fleets around more quickly in case of someone doing something weird. My ring world is doing quite okay, I would say. Yeah, that one is being built up. That one is actually completely built up already. So that one is doing nicely. Got a bit more pop that needs to grow, and that one is doing okay. And if I am not mistaken, did I save up for it already? Let's see over here. No, not yet, because I was planning, or did I start making it somewhere else? Yeah, here we go. This is where we're building yet another ring world. This one is going to be within the sector so that it doesn't come to my count here for the number of planets. But yeah, another ring world should be more resources, more reserves, more potential to build up fleets, to build up armies, and to actually be able to win that defensive war. Which reminds me, didn't I go for synchronicity? And doesn't that help me as well? While in a defensive war with another empire, shipyards have a plus 33% increased build speed, and the fire rate is increased by 15% for ships within my border. So that again should help as well if they decide to attack me. And that recruitment is done. 60 small ones, 30 medium ones, and 9 big mega war forms. That should be able to handle any planetary assault that we need them to. We also have the Colossus, so we don't really need to worry too much about potential problems when it comes to planetary engagements. We can just pacify the whole thing. And yeah, that's the worry. These guys from the one federation that exists, the Sanguine Axis, they do like me because I went with the associate status, and I've been trading to them a little bit as well, just to try and help them build up. They've basically taken care of the eradicators that were settling over here, and I think that's okay. I mean, it's a machine race gone, but those eradicators, they'll never be happy anyways, and so we decided to move that way. And at this point, I'm hoping that we can sort of, you know, get a common front going to stop these mediators from continuing their expansion, because they have taken over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decently sized empires already. If a war starts, it's gonna be on different fronts, so we gotta be careful, and we have to try to up our capabilities at this point. So that's why we are going to build up more star bases, just focusing on getting more ship capacity out actually. Most of the bottlenecks are covered by defensive stations. So
construction complete.
Energy weapon attack speed is pretty good. Kinetic weapon attack speed as well, and more naval capacity. I will take it. So let's go. Anchorage. And up here maybe we'll do a communications jammer. Then we'll upgrade those guys. Yep, that's looking good. So we are also, that is also something that's pretty cool actually. So this guy was going over here. Let's build another gateway construction site just to have that going here as well. Maybe we'll try and make one near to that exit just to limit a movement need as well. And over here, if you're curious about the base cluster one, it's right here. It looks really, really cool. And it basically connects to any other gateway, I think, that we have discovered, and that's been repaired. Like this one has been repaired, right?
Construction complete.
And very, very handy. I sort of underestimated that a little bit. At first I was like, nah, I just want to focus on my growth. I want to make sure that everything is okay. Let's do a resource silo as well. When it comes to you know, having all of those habitats and things like that. But now that, you know, there is this threat, I do think that that mobility will come in very, very handy. What's this guy doing? At 95%, almost done. That's good. And so it's always a two-phase construction where you deploy the basically the base of operations there. Then you need to add even more raw materials and make that gateway. So energy weapon attack speed +5, we'll take it. I am at that point in my research, so I'm not sure if you can actually ever get rid of the overwhelming technology level of a fallen empire. Now that's in the Collidor system. Is it here? Yep, there we go. So all you do then, click on the site, 10,000 energy, 15,000 minerals, and 1200 days, there we go, we'll have another gateway. So even if something were to happen here, we can pretty quickly bring our main fleet back there. I like it. It could be good, although we're doing okay on that. Increased damage could be good as well. Build cost minus 5%. Can be good, but let's take the HP here first. Lost a little bit longer. And here, let's see. We'll do. Just make sure that we do have enough defenses. And we'll upgrade that to a citadel. That does cost quite a little bit. And this doesn't cost a lot of minerals to upgrade these guys. So let's take a look at that. That fleet is now at 55.2k. And once these are done, so you do have to do a little upgrade every time whenever you do a research like that. And then 60.4 from a single fleet. That's at 168 in ship numbers. That is not bad. That's actually a really nice increase. I have to say, that is not bad.
Ship augmentations completed.
Those go up to 27.8k as well. Okay, all right. Gotta keep that in mind. Just 92 minerals did up the capability of this fleet by quite a lot. And it's a fleet that consists of a Titan, battleships, and then I think only cruisers. No, mostly cruisers and a couple of destroyers here as well. So that does look really good, really good. So yeah, let's see if the Vem ever, you know, decide to attack us or not. But this is the phase that I find myself in this particular game. We're still doing quite okay economically. Plus 1k in minerals, plus 460 in energy. And you know, for my expansion, well, a second ring world will definitely, I think, help a lot with increasing my pop, increasing my base capabilities. But at the same time, preparations for war need to be made when the Vem mediators, you know, with them, well, not expanding in territory. That's what I'm a little bit curious about. I think they already had this one as well. It's a gateway construction site. Interesting. No, I think they did take that planet here, this system. But other than that, they've not really expanded their territory. They've just basically forced all of these guys. Let's see if I can find them. Cobarian Confederacy. Does it show anything on them? Cobarian Federacy. No, they are pathetic. But they basically gave up. They basically said, okay, you guys will rule us. And I think if it would ever come to a war between us and the Vem, that will have all of their fleets on us as well. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting if, or rather when, that breaks out as well. Unless maybe we get like another late game crisis that will force it to completely turn around on this current course. But for now, it's quite interesting. All of these guys like me, and that makes us almost half the galaxy. But these Vem mediators, of course, have just as good or even better technology than me, and they've been able to convince quite a few people as well to follow them and to obey their every order, which I'm not demanding from my allies at this point. We'll see how it evolves. I'll keep you guys up to date. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.